So this is a very big and important transit, and that is also that's also to explain why I wanted to put together and upload this video. So let's sort of recap here, just for a lot of newbies out there that don't really know much about astrology. So what exactly is Taurus? So Taurus is a very simple zodiac sign. It's the very first Earth-based zodiac sign throughout the whole zodiac circle. So therefore, Taurus is connected to the second house. And so Taurus has a lot to do with money matters. It deals with money, it deals with finance, it deals with wealth. And it also, therefore, is deeply connected to the banking systems. Taurus has a lot to do with consumption. So not just on a material level of consuming and hoarding wealth and hoarding money and collecting money and things like that. But Taurus also has a side to it. That is why I'm using the word consumption. Taurus has a side to it that deals a lot to do with food and beverage. So therefore, Taurus is connected to even, the restaurant industries, the food and beverage industries, as well as agriculture, farming, crops, etc., and so on and so forth. So, as I mentioned, this is going to be a very significant transit because in case you've been living under a rock, the economy and inflation is really on everyone's mind because post the health crisis back in 2020, inflation and the economy has been really problematic for so many people all around the world, not just in Western-based countries and societies, but it's really a global issue. So with that said, this is a really important transit for Jupiter in Taurus from May of this year till May of next year, because the world leaders, world governments will therefore, and obviously, be focusing a lot of their energy towards repairing, rejuvenating, strengthening, and boosting the global economy. It really is, at the end of the day, a global economy. And so I really want to stress this point that this is sort of one of the main themes of this transit. Has a lot to do with strengthening and boosting and focusing a lot to do with the economy and the issues with inflation. Now, on a personal level, even though Jupiter doesn't feel so comfortable in Earth-based signs, it's not necessarily at its strongest point. Jupiter, there are a lot of positive traits and elements to this transit. So Jupiter, during this time frame from May of this year till May of next year, Jupiter is really calling on human beings and individuals to really focus a lot of their energy towards their financial goals, towards investments. Maybe this includes investment properties. Jupiter is really calling on individuals to focus a lot on their long-term practical goals, as well as focusing a lot on their value systems. Because Taurus is also very much, because it is ruled and connected to planet Venus, Venus has a lot to do with values. The things that we value, not just money and wealth, but other areas as well. Now, I went back, the last time that Jupiter was transiting through Taurus, there were a lot of very chaotic and very intense and even dangerous natural disasters. I found a lot during that year of 2012. I found a lot of very intense and dangerous wildfires. So I do feel like there will be this continuation of more chaotic and dangerous natural disasters, more earthquakes, wildfires, as I just mentioned, earth shakes, earth tremors, and other things of that nature, things of that sort. Now, because Taurus, as I mentioned earlier, has a lot to do with food and beverage, on an exciting level, on an exciting note, I do feel like there will be this upcoming emerging trend of brand new and exciting new restaurants and bars. Even food trends and different lifestyle trends will be also emerging with Jupiter's transit in Taurus. I feel strongly that many people during this transit and during this time frame will feel called to even change their diets and really take a hard look on what they are consuming. I do feel like, and we're actually already seeing this already, I do feel like many fast food restaurants will be forced to make a lot of very significant changes, especially changes that are a little bit more health focused to their menus actually. And not only that, I do feel like a lot of restaurants, specifically fast food restaurants, will be really called to make a lot of changes in how they are conducting business in order to adapt to modern times and really the basic needs of human beings. Because there's all these different food trends like, veganism and vegetarianism has become very much mainstream in the last few years, especially where I'm from in the US. So I do feel like that is also connected. But all in all, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of changes with the food and beverage industries and restaurant industries. There's going to be a lot of big changes. Now, moving ahead, Jupiter, even though it is a benefic planet, there are a lot of very intense constellations and stars contained within Taurus. And I wanted to touch base on this. So I do feel, unfortunately, that when Jupiter transits in Taurus, especially the first couple months, unfortunately, I do feel like there will be this rise in more danger, more warlike activity, terrorism, violence, and crime. Again, Taurus, even though it's an earth sign and it's completely outside of the very aggressive zodiac sign of Aries, Taurus also has a side to it that can deal a lot to do with aggression. So that is something, unfortunately, I just wanted to mention with that. Now, moving more on something more lighthearted and something more positive, Taurus, actually, because it is ruled by planet Venus, I do feel like there will be this strong creative force running throughout the world. And you also have to keep in mind that the North Node will also be simultaneously in the zodiac sign of Pisces, which is also very creative, adding more creative juice to the picture and into the mix. So the North Node in Pisces, will really amplify all this creative and artistic energy all throughout the world. So with that said, I do feel that there will be a lot of very artistically beautiful films, music, perhaps even TV shows and other creative works of art that will be released during this time of this Jupiter transit into Taurus. So not only released, but also created and produced during that time frame for Jupiter in Taurus. I do feel that there will be a lot of creative innovations and inventions coming on the scene during Jupiter's transit in Taurus, because again, a lot of people miss the mark on this, but Taurus it's not really the primary zodiac sign for creativity, but it is deeply connected to this zodiac sign specifically. So I just see a lot of creative energy flowing throughout this time frame.